In today's video, I'm going to be talking about these two flashlights right here. Stay tuned if you want to learn more about these lights and all their features. If you're an explorer or a hunter like me, you always want to have good flashlights around. And I've had numerous flashlights through the years, and I got numerous flashlights floating around the house here. And all of them serve a pretty good purpose. But recently, two of my YouTube friends showed me some of the lights that they purchased, and I couldn't decide on which one to buy, so I bought both. So what I'm going to be doing today is showing you the features of this light right here, which is the Thrunite Catapult version 6. And the other light I have here is the Goreit G1695. So I'm going to show you the lights, all their features, what comes in the box with them, and show you how bright they are outside at nighttime. It's not my first time owning a Thrunite. I've purchased these little things in the past. These are the Thrunite Archer Minis, and these things are really good at nighttime. Plus, you can clip them onto a visor on your hat and everything. I use these a lot during the Christmas season with my outdoor displays outside if I got to be working on them at nighttime and everything. These are really good lights, but we're not going to talk about these today. We're going to talk about these other two. So let's show you what comes out of the box and all the features that these lights have to offer. All right, so here are both flashlights just out of the boxing that they came in when they got delivered from Amazon. So we're going to open them up here and see what's all involved with them. And then at some point here, we're going to be trying them out and see how bright these things are once they get all charged up. So we'll start with the Thrunite light. And this one here is the Catapult 5, I believe that is. And this one came as from a recommendation from JP Videos. He had one of these that he used when we were filming a tunnel, and it really liked the way it lit up the tunnel inside and everything, so I decided to buy one. The other light here, the Goreit, I believe that's how you say it, the LED tactical flashlight, another friend of mine, Adam Tereska, had, and I saw that thing and how bright it was, and I liked that one too, so I couldn't decide which one I wanted to buy, so I decided to buy both of them and use them. So let's open up the Thrunite here and see what's all in the box. Comes with the instruction booklet there. Looks like we got a lanyard for it, or some kind of little strap here that you attach to the light. Yep, all that stuff, and it's just falling in the box there, but that's all right. So we'll put that stuff aside there. Another rubber piece for it. I'll have to see where that belongs. It looks like it goes on the where it gets charged there. So the light comes with its own little carrying case. We'll open that up. Take it out of the packaging here. So this is very short, as you can see. And I'll have to put the exact lumens at the bottom, how bright this is, because I don't know it off the top of my head. I did see it when I went to purchase this on Amazon, how bright it is and the lumens with it, but we'll put it at the bottom there. So this is just another notice thing, which can get cut off of there. We'll get rid of that. And then this looks like the strap would probably go through this little opening here, which I'm not going to bother to worry about. But it looks like it has another little plastic piece. I'll have to see what that's actually used for. This is a spare rubber gasket for the flap here that goes over the USB charging port. Let's see how we take that off. There it is. So there's the USB charging port on it. These don't take any regular batteries or anything. These are all LED. Shouldn't say LED, but these are all charged by USB. That's the word I'm trying to say. You can tell this is the first time I'm actually doing a product review here. But, yep, USB charging port right there. And in the box, there is a little USB cable that you hook up to any USB port to charge it up there and everything. So we'll be doing that here in a little bit, because you're supposed to fully charge these when you get them and not use them, and charge them full. So we'll let them charge overnight and check these out when it's dark out and see how bright these can light up my backyard. And then I believe this here is another rubber gasket for something. I'll have to look in the instructions and actually see what the gasket's for, because, you know, these instructions, they come in how many different languages and everything, and it really doesn't give me that much information here from what I'm looking at just on the instructions. So there is the output. So it is 2,836 lumens. High is 1,417 lumens. Medium is 270 lumens. Low is 31 lumens. And the Firefly, 0.3 lumens. And the strobe is 1,120 lumens. So depending on the time there, can go from 102 minutes to 9 hours to 86 hours, 70 days, and 210 minutes. So it is supposed to be, the distance-wise, as far as brightness, 692 meters. I can't do the meters to feet in my head there, so it'll be at the bottom of the screen there. So it's impact resistant and everything, so I'll read over the directions more on that. It also has a memory function for the light. It says the light will turn on in the last mode accessed, except Firefly, Turbo, and Strobe. So this thing is super bright. So I'm anxious to get this thing charged up and see what it all does and everything. All right, so here you can see that I took the flashlight apart to the battery. So there is the battery that's inside of it. I'm sure you can get replacement batteries for this. This is a 5000 mAh 3.7 volt battery. And then that gasket that I showed before, that round gasket, is actually the gasket here, the waterproof gasket that goes around the threads there to keep the water out of the battery compartment. All right, so getting the strap on this thing can be a little tricky, especially if you got big fingers, because you got to squeeze the strap here and to get it through the little eye hole that's there. But I found a pair of tweezers here that I had laying around the house, and it should be able to go right through that eye opening. And look at that, we can fish it through. And we'll just put the strap on. Loop this around through the strap. And there you go. It's attached. So this one's going to get plugged in and charged overnight. And I'll take them out at nighttime in my backyard, give you a comparison with daylight, and show you the distance with some objects, trees that are in my backyard. And we'll light these up at nighttime and see how bright they are in my backyard. And one thing I want to make mention too, this little rubber plastic piece that you see right there, I don't know if it shows up there that good on the camera, but I'm pretty sure that is a spare rubber piece that goes in the button there for the switch to turn the light on and off. And one thing I noticed too, I found this laying in the box. So this is a little metal ring there. Probably should go on there and then put the strap on, but I really don't think it makes that much of a difference there if you put the strap on the way I did, or use this little metal ring that's here. And they do come with two of these that I found, these little rubber pieces that go over the opening there for the USB charging port. So there is two of them included with the light. So we will keep all this stuff together in this little plastic bag that the parts came in, that the strap came in. Put all the pieces in there, that way I won't lose them. And laying in the box, I did find another one of these, the rubber seal that goes over the threads there for the battery compartment to keep the water out. So 2 rubber seals come with it, and 2 rubber coverings for the USB charging port on the light. So those are the spare parts that come with the light. All right, so now we're going to get into the Goreit. I believe that's how you pronounce that name. I'm not quite sure, but we're going to unpackage this thing and see what's all in the packaging here, what all comes with it, and get that thing set up and ready to charge. I do like the fact that it comes with its carrying case here and a nice little strap there on the side that you can put the light back in here. So opening it up, looks like we have another holder for it to put it on your belt. Looks like I actually have 2 lights in here, which I was not expecting. So it looks like I have a mini light. That's exactly what that is. So that is a smaller version of the big light. And you got the USB charging cable there. This is, of course, is going to be the battery for the big light. So we'll take the big light out of the bubble wrap. So this is a pretty big light. It looks like it has an LED readout on it there. There is the USB charging port for it. Also looks like, in addition to charging it, you could actually plug the reverse LED, do the reverse function, and actually charge something off of this light, which is pretty neat if that actually does that. So we'll put that back on there, but there you can see, not as big as the Thrunite, but still a nice compact light. And this particular model is the G1695 is the exact model of this light. And I will put the links to where you can purchase these on Amazon. The links to the Amazon page for these lights down in the description field. So here is the instruction booklet. Flashlight comes with a USB output port, so it can be used to charge your cell phone or other equipment in an emergency. So I was correct on that. So that is something neat with that light, that you can do that. We'll take the packaging off the battery here and stick the battery in. Doesn't look like it comes with any spare parts like the Thrunite light did, but you got to take the shrink wrap packaging off of the battery here, which is really on here tight, and I just might wind up cutting myself in the process trying to get this off. Maybe not. Here we go. So there's that. Figure out where the battery goes, which is right up here in the top, and this already has the strap on it. A little similar to the strap that the Thrunite has, but at least I don't have to worry about trying to thread it through that little eye hole there. So it also looks like that this can use regular batteries. This comes with a, yes, this will take three AA batteries, or 3 AAA batteries that you can put in, so maybe that's why they sent me them. And this light here I just saw, this is rechargeable, so this is not what the what those batteries are for. Those batteries are actually if you want to use regular batteries instead of the rechargeable. So yes, that battery is, oh, it does have some power to it. So there you can see, a little bright. I'll move the camera up here a little bit, but it does have a adjustable beam. And there you can see the LED readout on it. It's at 68% right now, so that's nice that tells you how far a long percentage of charge the light has. So you long press it to turn it on, or short press to turn it on, long press to turn it off. And this might have some other, yep, there's one of the features with it. The blinking, so there's one of the lower settings on it. You can see it went down. There's the strobe, SOS. There it's off. So when it comes on, it's on the brightest setting. That's the medium setting. That's the low setting. That's your strobe and your SOS. Press it again and it goes off. So very nice light. I'm anxious to see once I fully charge it and everything, how bright this thing will be in my backyard too. So while I have it here, let's just go through and put the AAA batteries in and see how that works with regular batteries. Two of them go one direction and one of them goes the opposite direction. So Not sure if that's supposed to go in. Yeah, I believe that goes in right like that. That plastic piece has to go on there. We'll put it back in. And yes, runs off of AAA batteries, and we are at 100% right there with them. So, nice light. And we're going to let this charge overnight along with the Thrunite. And I'll show you what it looks like in my backyard. So one other thing I want to do here and show you, we're going to put everything back in the case, because everything that you see, how I took it out, should go back in with no problems. So we'll put everything back in there, see if it closes up. I forgot one thing. Forgot to put the charging cord in there. We'll put that back in. And this should all pretty much seal up. And it does. Everything snaps into place. So you got your own little carrying case there. Everything that you saw does fit back inside. Very nice. Okay, so here is my backyard that you probably saw in my videos when I'm out here on my breezeway doing some shots and everything. So just to give you some reference points here and distance-wise, before it gets dark out and we shine the light here and everything. So right down in here where these trees are, this is roughly about 40 yards down to that stone fence there where those two trees are. Straight down through there, where that tree line starts at the lower part of that field, that's 96 yards. And then just about over to there where that pine tree is and that small group of trees there, that's roughly about 50 yards. So I did check that for accuracy using my rangefinder that I have here. So once it gets dark, come back out here and shine the light down there, and then you can see how bright they are and distance-wise with them and everything. All right, so it is nighttime, and I am set up here again on the breezeway, and we're going to use the Thrunite first to show you how bright it is in my backyard here. Hopefully this will turn out pretty good here on the Osmo Action 3. So that's not going to show up there too good, but that's low. Medium. You can see it there a little bit on that tree. That's at 41, just about 40 yards down there that I showed you earlier. There is the Thrunite on high at 40 yards. See that tree there, and straight down there at 96 yards. All the way down there in that wooded section. And there you can see it over there at 50 yards. So if we hold down the button again, there it is. All the different settings, which probably the only one that really seems to be turning out here on the camera is the high power there. So now we will go from the Thrunite to the Goreit. I believe that's how that name is said. So we're going to turn it on, and this is on the highest setting, all the way open. That's the medium setting. That was probably the low setting. There's the strobe. There's the SOS. That's off. That's on. The high setting, medium setting, and low setting. So now we'll narrow the beam down. There the beam is narrowed down as far as it goes at 40 yards on those trees right there. Down there is 96 yards. And then over there is 50 yards. Just open the beam up here a little bit more to show you. That's the low beam, or medium beam rather. That's the low beam. There is the strobe at 40 yards. The SOS at 40 yards. 40 yards rather. The SOS at 96 yards. And the SOS over there at 50 yards. So, may not turn out that great on the camera, but these are pretty powerful lights. They do light up pretty good. And just to give you a comparison to these lights, to a regular spotlight, I have a light here that I'll show you. This is a Everstart Max light that I bought at Walmart a few years ago, just a cheap spotlight. I don't know the exact candle power on it. But there you can see my regular spotlight. There's 96 yards down there. And we'll compare it to the Go light, or Goet light here. So there is the Goet light at 96 yards down in that wooded section. And there is my regular spotlight at 96 yards. So the Goet to me is brighter than the Everstart Max spotlight that I have there. Pretty impressive lights. So there you go. There's the features of the Thrunite Catapult V6 and the Goet light, at least I think I'm saying the name properly for that manufacturer, the G1695. Both are great lights. They are going to serve their purpose very well with me when I'm out exploring or out hunting and everything. One thing I want to correct myself with in the video, this little light here that I showed you, this little blue or black light here, this is an actual black light, and what this is used for is you can use it for checking pet stains on carpets, checking for other stuff that's going to light up under a black light. And if you're a hunter, this thing will come in very handy for you, as you can use this to look if you're trailing a deer or whatever and look for the blood trail at nighttime, because blood will show up real good under black light. So that's what this thing is. This was an added bonus. And again, you could probably have this on a key ring if you wanted to and use it for a little flashlight if you're looking to stick a key in a lock or whatever when it's dark. But whatever you decide to use this thing for, but pretty cool that this thing came with the bundle there that I got with the Goreit light. So there you have it, all the features. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, let's have a ball and do it all. We'll see you soon.